Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff sent dramatic career warning ahead of US Open. Hall of Fame tennis coach Rick Matchie warned Coco Gauff is at a career crossroad regarding her second serve amid her struggles. Since winning the French Open earlier this summer, Gauff has struggled for form. She lost in the first round at Wimbledon to Diana Yastremska before returning to hard courts, where she has failed to impose her will. Gauff lost to Victoria Mboko at the Canadian Open in a shocking upset. She then fell to Jasmine Paolini in Cincinnati over the weekend, with the 2024 Wimbledon finalist winning 2-6, 6-4, 6-3 before dispatching Veronika Kudermetova to reach the final, where Iga Swiatek awaits her. Gauff smashed her racket in frustration during her loss to Paolini. The American has failed to build on her success in Paris and enters the US Open under pressure to deliver. Having worked with Serena and Venus Williams, Maria Sharapova, and Andy Roddick, Matchie understands how form comes and goes. The 70-year-old took to social media to discuss Gauff's frustrations, suggesting they are connected to her second serve issues. Coco will be okay as she fights and knows how to play, Matchie posted. But to ever breathe rare air, she has to address the alarming red flare. She is at a career crossroad with a second serve and forehand, but needs a science-based plan. This will not magically go away and bubbles up more under extreme pressure that particular day. Gauff's serve is clearly not at its best, especially when compared to her rivals. Over her last 5 matches, Gauff has averaged a whopping 9.2 double faults per match, while Elena Rybakina is second on the list, but she has just 4.2 double faults over the same period. The 21-year-old also has the lowest winning percentage on second serve points over her last 5 matches. She has won 48.5% of her second serve points. Aryna Sabalenka, Jessica Pegula, Rybakina, and Swiatek have all averaged over 50%. Gauff will be desperate to improve her serve before the US Open begins on Sunday, August 24th. Coco Gauff's dramatic career warning ahead of the US Open. A story of pressure, promise, and perseverance. The tennis world holds its breath whenever Coco Gauff steps onto the court. At just 19 years old, this rising star from Delray Beach, Florida, has already carved a remarkable path in the sport, defying expectations and rewriting the narrative of youth in professional tennis. But as the 2025 US Open looms, a tournament that promises both glory and heartbreak, Gauff has issued a warning to herself and the world. The pressure of her rapid rise is as daunting as any opponent she has faced. The meteoric rise of a teenage prodigy. Coco Gauff burst into the global spotlight as a 15-year-old at Wimbledon 2019, when she stunned the tennis establishment by defeating Venus Williams, a 7-time Grand Slam champion. It was a defining moment, one that marked the arrival of a new force on the women's tour. Since then, Gauff's game has matured, her style blending athleticism, power, and surprising tactical savvy. She is more than just a young prodigy. She is a beacon for a new generation of athletes who blend charisma and competitiveness with a fierce work ethic. Yet, behind the bright smile and electric play lies a young woman grappling with expectations that could easily crush the unprepared. The weight of expectations. The US Open has always been a stage where dreams are made and broken. But for Coco, this year's tournament feels like a crossroads. Speaking in a recent press conference, she revealed a rare moment of vulnerability. "I feel like the spotlight is brighter than ever, and sometimes it's overwhelming. I'm learning to manage the pressure, but it's a challenge." This candid admission offers a window into the often unseen toll that professional sports can take on young athletes. The spotlight, while intoxicating, can also be blinding. For Gauff, the stakes have never been higher. Fans and critics alike expect not only victories, but a transformation into a champion who can dominate the sport. The career warning, more than just words. When Gauff issued what many called a dramatic career warning, it wasn't just a headline-grabbing soundbite. It was a heartfelt plea for patience and understanding from herself, her fans, and the wider tennis community. She spoke about the physical and mental demands of the tour, the sacrifices behind the scenes, and the loneliness that sometimes accompanies a life lived in pursuit of perfection. "I'm still young," she said. "There's so much ahead, but I know I need to take care of myself and not burn out. This career isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, and I have to pace myself." Her words resonate far beyond tennis. They speak to anyone who has ever felt the crushing weight of expectations, the fear of falling short, and the challenge of finding balance in a high-pressure environment. The pressure cooker of professional tennis. Tennis is a uniquely grueling sport. Unlike team sports where the burden is shared, tennis players face the spotlight alone. Every mistake is magnified, every win celebrated, but the emotional roller coaster is often solitary. For Gauff, whose life has been under public scrutiny since her breakthrough, the pressure is intensified by social media and the constant media attention. At times, this digital arena can be as harsh and unforgiving as any opponent on the court. Her warning reflects a growing awareness within the tennis community about mental health. Players like Naomi Osaka and Simone Biles have also brought this issue to the forefront, revealing that even the greatest athletes are not immune to stress, anxiety, and burnout. Training through turbulence. Behind Gauff's composure is a rigorous training regimen designed to prepare her not just physically, but mentally for the demands of the sport. Her team, including her coach and family, have emphasized holistic development, strength, agility, strategy, and psychological resilience. Yet, Gauff's warning hints at the limits of training. "No amount of practice can fully prepare you for the pressure," she said. "It's about how you handle the moment, how you bounce back from setbacks." Her approach reflects a maturity beyond her years. She recognizes that success is not just about talent, but about mental toughness, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. The U.S. Open, a stage for redemption. As the tournament draws near, Coco Gauff stands at a pivotal moment. Her past performances have dazzled, but she knows that the U.S. Open demands more, a deeper level of consistency and composure. The drama of this year's Open is amplified by the knowledge that this could be the moment she cements her status among tennis elites or faces the harsh realities of a tough loss. The warning she issued is not just a caution. It is a declaration of intent, a call to her own resilience. What fans can expect? For fans, Gauff's warning should not signal fear, but respect for the journey. It's a reminder that the path to greatness is rarely smooth. It is paved with challenges that test both body and spirit. Watching her play in this U.S. Open promises to be more than just a sporting event. It will be a human story about growth, pressure, and the relentless pursuit of a dream. Her matches will carry an added layer of meaning, as every serve and volley echoes her battle against the weight of expectation. A symbol beyond tennis. Coco Gauff's narrative transcends sports. She symbolizes a generation navigating unprecedented pressures in a hyperconnected world. Her honesty about mental health and the need for self-care is a powerful message to young people everywhere who feel the burden of performance, whether in school, work, or personal life. Her career warning is, in many ways, a call for empathy, for patience, for understanding that greatness is a process, not a destination. Looking forward, the road ahead. No one can predict the exact outcome of the U.S. Open, but Gauff's candidness offers a fresh perspective. It shifts the focus from results alone to the journey, the mental battles, the moments of doubt, and the courage to keep moving forward. She has already shown flashes of brilliance that hint at a future filled with triumph. But this warning reveals an even more important quality, the wisdom to know when to push harder and when to rest, when to fight, and when to heal. Conclusion. The making of a champion. Coco Gauff's dramatic career warning ahead of the U.S. Open is more than just a headline. It is a poignant reflection on the complexities of young stardom in modern sports. It reminds us that behind every athlete is a human story filled with struggle, hope, and determination. As fans, we should celebrate not only her victories, but her courage in speaking out about the pressures she faces. Her journey is still unfolding, and the U.S. Open will be another chapter, one that could define her legacy or teach her valuable lessons. In either case, Coco Gauff is more than ready to meet the challenge. And that, perhaps, is the greatest victory of all.